welcome to the 2019 Port Coquitlam Sports Awards.
There's no better comfort than home. It's the place where you feel safe and trust you are going the right way. The fields, they were my classroom, where I learned life skills. How to work with others, challenge myself, to succeed, to be better. And I learned how to fail and try again. There is such beauty in those memories, joy in the journey, such pride in representing Poco.
It's funny how moments shape you. The places where you learn about leadership. How memories come flooding back. I want that in the only city I've called home. I'm your Mayor Brad West, and I'm proud to represent Poco.
Tournaments, I get to spend extra time with my teammates.
I always give it my best, but I wouldn't play hockey if it wasn't fun. We're proud to represent Poco.
I'm proud to represent Poco.
I am proud to represent Poco.
I love coming to the diamond, chilling with the boys. We have a lot of fun. I am proud to represent Poco.
I love helping out as the team manager and seeing the camaraderie of the girls. I'm proud to represent Poco.
I love to train on the weekdays, but I'm not going to lie, I love to win on a Sunday. I am proud to represent Poco.
I like the challenge to be best on the floor. I love the brotherhood of basketball and how working together can bring you to your common goal. I'm proud to represent Poco.
I like the results of skating competitions so I can better myself. I'm proud to represent Poco. When I step on the softball diamond, my only focus is on the game.
Teammates will be lifelong friends.
We are proud to represent Poco.
I've learned to embrace the pressures that come with high-level volleyball competition. It has made me more confident in everything I do. I am proud to represent Poco.
My personality changes when it's time to race. I love the adrenaline rush that comes with the sport. I am built for the speed of short track. I am proud to represent Poco.
Hey Austin, it's time to go. Dad, give me a minute. 5 seconds left. He gets the ball, top of the crease. Makes a spin move. Scores! Poco wins!
Your host for tonight from Sportsnet 650 Radio, Perry Selkowski.
Thank you, everybody. My company puts that video together. We did it about a month ago, and so I've probably seen it about 20 times, and every time I watch it, I go to my wife, honey, we should just move to Poco. We're in a neighboring community. The way they look after the kids, the way they celebrate sports, it is great. Thank you for inviting me back. This is year number 3 of the awards. This is year number 3 that Ryan Clark couldn't find anybody to MC, and he's been kind to invite me back, and the guys that I work with to celebrate and put videos together for you. I like to think in my job I am a little bit of a champion of amateur sports. I raised my daughter through it and played, and I think what you guys have done in this city over the last 3, years with what you're doing with the rec center, but as we'll celebrate tonight, all the Hall of Famers, what you have done since Poco has been around, it's great, and trust me, I traveled the province. It is so unique what you do here and how you celebrate your coaches, your volunteers, your players, to see the red carpet and come in and to see this place full. You should be very proud to represent your city, because it's an honor for me to come here tonight. I like to think this show is fun. I don't know what kind of reputation we have, but I know it's been pretty good, because someone came up to me in the lobby as we were getting ready and said, Perry, I didn't want to be late for this, and I was speeding here and I got pulled over by the cop, and he said, where are you going? He said, I'm trying to get to the 3rd annual Poco Awards. And the cop said, yeah, okay, you know what, you're off. That's not Game of Thrones, you're off here, you can get to the awards. So Jon Snow's got nothing on us. It is good to be here, and it is a night. How about a round of applause? Who's been here before? Time now for our Coach of the Years. The first nominees, Coaching Team of the Year, are... from Poco Euro-Right FC Soccer. Trevor and Andy met on Tinder. Coach, I mean, it's just kind of a picture there, right? It's like, wow, I can't believe I met you. You're a great guy too. You're a great guy. They coached the U17 Castilians girls soccer team to both the Metro League title and then on to the BC Provincial A Cup title this past season, defeating the North Shore, Fraser Valley, and Island's top teams en route to their championship. Congratulations, guys. Our second nominees. Kevin Stark, Mike Gillis, Fabian Bates. A boy band that met in 1990. I quite enjoyed that one myself. I just looked up there and thought, yeah, maybe, in the 90s. We're playing the P&E in August. They led the Poco Minor U16 softball Ravens to again capture the BC Provincial Championships, and then moved on to win the Canada International Cup title with their squad. And finally, the final nominees. Mike Cartner and Tina Frost from the Terry Fox Ravens junior basketball team. Coach has led a group of predominantly grade 9 girls who could really scream to the junior girls district, regional, and BC provincial titles. Team went undefeated the entire season, defeating Kelowna Secondary in the BC Championship Final by 40 points. Kind of running up the score, girls. Kind of about camaraderie. Did you not see the opening video? Friendship, teamship, love of the game. Not 40 points. Let's get 50. We've got dual recipients, too close to call. First co-recipient, Trevor Perry and Andy Irving from Poco. Next co-winners, if it's a male and female, they will do Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. Co-recipient winners, Mike Carkner and Tina. Yeah. 40 points, eh? Congratulations. How long have you been, Tina, how long have you been with this group? You've been there longer than Mike has? Or did it seem to? Yeah, you've done more than Mike? That's kind of what I'm trying to say. Yeah. All right, that's what I heard from the kids. How many years are we talking that this group has been together?
We started together in grade 4, so they've been together, they're grade 9 now, so 5 years.
When you see them in grade 4, can you tell who the loud ones will be in grade 4 and are they the same loud ones in grade 9?
Absolutely. It hasn't changed.
Yeah.
It's just the same voices. They're louder and louder. They just get louder.
Yeah, exactly. And you're gonna, and you'll know right now if I was to say at 35, who's working where. Oh no, she's a lawyer. Oh no, she's just having fun and being loud at Starbucks. You would know, right? They'll all be lawyers. What are they successful at? What makes your team able to run up the score and infuriate the other team so much where they go, geez, Terry Fox, why are they so good?
They're just it's really a family. These kids play together so well, and they're so competitive, and they enjoy being in the gym and enjoy playing together, and it's just a fun environment. And I think the kids as a group, they're so competitive, and as I said, the 40-point win kind of showed that. But they just don't take their foot off the gas pedal at all. And as I said, we've tried to create an environment for the kids that's fun, and I think they enjoy being in the gym, and that flows over into the game situation.
Tina, you tell me, how do you balance? You have a daughter on the team. How do you balance hard work and push yourself hard to make sure you're having fun? Yeah, I was going to say that. Does Mike do all the coaching and talking to Tina? You're the silent, quiet type. You're the killer instinct. How do you balance that? Let's have fun, but we're here to practice and we're giving up a lot of time.
It's actually, I think I'm more competitive than Mike, so the 40-point win, he starts to get a little shaky, thinking we're running up the score, and I like to hit triple digits, right girls? So he's classy, he's a classy guy, and so he doesn't want to make anyone feel like they're that inferior yet.
But you do, you're comfortable with it. Right. That's good to know, all right. Are you hopeful, and now that they're all at high school, is this kind of, when you talk of high school basketball, it's your March Madness, get Langley, is that kind of already, although they should be drawing everything on, hey, we might have a heck of a team when you guys are grade 12, or grade 11.
We got our sights set on Semiamu for next year. So
you do, yeah. Do the root you won't, no, people out there are making that up. They know that, Mike, they go, Tina's crazy. No holidays for you kids. All right, you enjoy that one day off, and then it's starting to run wind sprints. What do you enjoy about it? You have daughters that play. What do you enjoy about giving back to coaching?
I just love putting in the time with the kids and I mean, sports is such a great venue to sort of teach kids life lessons and sort of seeing these kids grow up and learn from sports and all the lessons that come along with it. And then just the friendships that are built and the relationships that are built. It's a wonderful thing going forward.
We will play a video with one of our awards involving your team, and I won't get into it too much, but at a young age, these kids had to deal with some stuff. Did that bring them together? Did you all of a sudden see kids in grade 9 have the strength of adults and see what friendship's all about? And we'll let you answer that one, Tina. Yeah, because we're going to go to the hard ass, because I think there's a soft spot there. Yeah.
Yeah, and you'll see later that we have a pretty incredible team and a pretty incredible, strong hero on our team. And yeah, it definitely made our team stronger and great inspiration.
Yeah, it really is. Thank you, both of you. Congratulations on the success with the girls. They seem like they're having fun. It's time now for our next award. We've done this 2 years in a row here in this venue and celebrated the courage of someone in the sports community. We always meet my group with Ryan, and we talk about the show and what can be done and how we can do things different. And the one thing I had said to him, I go, you know, there are so many unique stories that happen, and sometimes, as much as, you know, we like to sit on a chair and do an interview and try and get some laughs and maybe some emotion out, probably when you do an award like this, the stories that we have and what people have overcome, it's probably best that we sit with it and tell the story and make sure everybody in the seats and in the theater are aware of the recipient. And certainly that is the case tonight as you take a look at the recipient of the Outstanding Courage Award. Young.
Well, I like how it's a team sport.
Vibrant.
I'd probably say I'm an encouraging teammate.
Excelling at the game she loves.
I just like the rules of the game, how it works, like defense. That's one of my favorite things to do when I like defending.
14-year-old Karen Huang entered high school this year. The point guard who wants to make assists was about to show the basketball community how she would lead with courage.
We had played in the national tournament as a club team, and Karen had played all summer, and we just had a practice, and I was giving her a hard time in practice, seemed to be dragging it a little bit.
I never really complained because I knew if I complained, then like I wouldn't be able to play, or like I would have to sit on the bench, and I don't really like doing that.
Mike Cartner is not only Karen's coach, but a doctor.
Jen, her mom, texted me a picture of her leg, and her right leg was completely swollen, and I just, as soon as I heard that, it was like, this isn't good.
My back has always been hurting, so I never really thought anything of it until like my leg was like really swollen.
So it never crosses your mind that it's going to be cancer.
Stage 4 sarcoma, it's a very aggressive tumor, and Karen had the tumor all throughout her body.
Stage 4 is like, you think that it's like you caught it too late.
It was heartbreaking, and right away I knew the prognosis was horrible.
It was like really shocking. I didn't really believe it at first because it didn't really process my mind until like probably like a week later, until I got the chemo, and then I was like, oh wow.
Disbelief became reality for this 14-year-old and her family on and off the courts. The girl who always had a smile was fighting against the odds.
We tried to stay positive for the whole family, and so yeah, definitely behind closed doors we would talk and cry.
I tried not to think about it and just like do the stuff I enjoy.
Treatments began, and so did Karen's role of keeping stats on the bench while her team played.
She would go to a chemotherapy session, and then she'd be on our bench at the 2 hours later at the game.
After seeing her, just how she connected with all her friends on the bench and just watching the game and just kind of being, I think it just kind of took her mind off of things.
I still like watching them play, even if I couldn't play. So probably just, I kind of kept my mind off it by doing things I loved.
With Karen on the bench with her friends, the team maintained a perfect record. Then she trumped their results with her first scans to see how the tumors were reacting to treatment.
Her first 3-month scans were actually all clear, and that was absolutely miraculous. And then the follow-up scans again were negative, and which was again absolutely amazing.
For her to be, stage 4 rhabdomyosarcoma, which is a rare cancer, to now being completely cancer-free in like less than 6 months. It's amazing.
And I knew once it was clear, then I would be able to get the megadose and I would be done like 5 months earlier, so I was happy.
A full bone marrow transplant followed. The girl they called 2K was out of the hospital faster than anyone expected and walked back into the gym, slowly getting back to where she belonged, on the court and with her friends.
Her courage and her strength throughout the whole process, I think we as a team derive so much inspiration from that.
I can't really do layups that much or like do defense, or so I'm just like, I'm gonna work on my shot and like get better so I'll be able to be at the level that my team is at right now.
It's pretty awesome. I wasn't even imagining us being here at this time. So to be completely done with this and to be cancer-free, 6-7 months into it, and she's able to want to go to a practice, and she has the strength. It's great.
Karen Kwong, your 2019 Courage Award recipient. Hi, 2K.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Nice to see you again.
Thank you.
A little embarrassed there?
A little.
Don't have to be. We're just telling you the story. You were the brightest light in the theater tonight. You know, we had that interview, and then we hung out for a bit, and then saw a picture as we're getting set for the NBA final. Do we have that picture, Ryan, of you and Visit? Who's your favorite player in the NBA?
It's gotta be Klay Thompson.
She knows with Klay Thompson, Kyrie Irving.
Okay,
Seriously? It's not Steph Curry. I'm going, no, 2K, you're with Steph Curry. He's supposed to be your favorite. You didn't tell him that, though, did you?
Oh, no, of course not.
What was that like to meet him?
It was amazing. Like, they're all, like, all the players on the Golden State are so nice and, like fun to hang out with, and, like, I got to watch them practice, and they're such hard workers.
Point guard, do you watch them and go, how come these guys don't miss? They're so good.
Well, they practice a lot, and I just want to practice like that. So.
Yeah, I don't know if your coaches are giving you money, though. You practice probably enough, too. We had a great conversation. First off, where's your mom? Is your family here? Where are we? How about a round of applause for Chico's family? You know, it's difficult to sit, we meet, and we talk so openly about it. How are you feeling? We were on the basketball court for a bit. Slowly getting stronger?
Yeah, I've been coming to practice shooting, working on my shot, and also starting to do layups now, so that's good.
When do you think that you'll be, when did they tell you that maybe you'll be jogging a little bit? What's the timetable? Because you've just taken everything so fast, and everything's gone so well. Is it hard to be patient now that you're in the gym? Oh, I wish I could.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start playing like in games. Like I don't want to play yet until like I'm with my team like up to their level. So probably like August, I hope.
In August, you think. Yeah. And I would think, and I maybe August. Why are your teammates laughing like that? And you know, automatically you're back in the starting position, right? Did you tell the coaches?
I don't know.
Well, I would think so, right? I would think so. What do you love about playing basketball?
Probably my team makes it fun for me to play basketball. Like being with my team just makes it so much better. They're so competitive, so.
That's good. And here's the problem I have with your team. I'm just kidding, girls. Listen, when we met, I'm just going, boy, what a strong young lady, so quiet, so determined. And they're just kind of loudmouths. Are you like them when you're with them? Like, do you yell and scream, or are you the quiet one and you let all your friends go crazy?
No, I'm part of them.
Oh, you are. That's how you should be. That's how you should be. What would you tell people? Because you were in Children's Hospital for a while, and even you told me sometimes you look and go, well, there's other kids that might have things tough. What would you tell someone in a situation that had to hear the news that you did at your age, you turned 14 in the hospital, and say, you know what, there's hope there?
Yeah, I would tell them never give up, because, you know, you will be done soon. Like, you'll be able to go home and do everything like normal, so just stay positive.
You're a special young lady. Thank you for this. You know, I've been doing this for 30 years, and I love the kids. I love the amateur. I mean, we didn't go into length a whole lot when I was talking to Mike and Tina. They are rocks as far as coaches. You forget being a coach, Mike being a doctor, Tina being a great friend of the family and a coach. And you need everybody, and certainly the Kwong family had told me that. So I joke about you kids, but you guys dealt with something that's pretty tough, and there's results right there. And trust me, when we say in sports sometimes you are friends for life, your team will be friends for life, and no one will forget what you guys have done over the last little while. So you're all to be commended, and that's a story that I'm glad, wish we didn't have to share, but when it's a story like that of triumph, that's something that this city and the basketball community here in Port Coquitlam should be very proud of, how everybody reacted and helped out in the cause. It is time for the Outstanding Team of the Year Award, and the first nominee is that Poco, you're right, U17 soccer team. Undefeated in winning both the district and BC provincial titles. Yeah, that's us. Yeah, we did. How about the Poker minor U16 softball? Won both the BC provincial title and Canada International Cup title. And the Terry Fox Ravens Junior Girls Basketball Team. Team went undefeated in winning both the regional and BC provincial title. You heard that, undefeated. BC provincial title, another BC provincial title. First off, that's why we don't have winners, because the three teams that I just talked about had absolutely incredible years. So how about a round of applause for all three of them?